What's up? What's up? I'm back, y'all.
Yes,
I'm
he
back,
is.
y'all.
Yes, he
I'm
is.
back, y'all.
Yes, he
Hey.
is. What?
Now, I want to welcome y'all
What?
back to the Daily Smoke right here, 7 o'clock. Hit that like button.
Like.
I'm Brother Los.
Brother Jam.
Brother Ron.
Brother Black Ham on the cam as always. And hey, I appreciate y'all being here with us today. Like I said, I'm back from my hiatus. My daughter got married, so that was very,
Congratulations.
that was very beautiful.
Brother.
That was very beautiful.
Yeah, it was real nice. I still get emotional. I'm telling you, man, it's like, whew. You know, like I said, one day when you have children,
I'm good.
You'll be sitting there remembering, damn, Los and Jam.
Yeah.
I'm
I
good.
know where they at.
I'm good.
Man,
I did enough crime.
I'm telling you,
Oh, no, that's the kind of shit that sneaks up on you. You don't even know you're going to. And shit.
children are a tenderizer, man. They gonna bring out the sensitive side.
Right. And it all depends. It depends too on what kind of man you are too. You know?
Right.
Some people don't give a fuck about their kids anyway. So.
That's true.
Right.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, thank y'all for joining us as always. You know, the Losi Lolo is back, and you know, here we are doing what we do. Now, don't forget now, Bangin' 832 Radio, www.bangin832. Go check them out. It's a website radio station. They plays our videos Sundays at 7. They still do that, right?
Somebody find this boy his
At
card.
7 o'clock.
It's bangin832.com, and they do put up episodes of the Daily Smoke every Sunday at 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
So they put up old episodes, previous episodes of our shows on 7 p.m. on Sundays. But they do have, their own stuff. We also have our sister over at Tamia's Touch of Care.
To get a massage. You put some soul into that one.
Channeling his inner Ray Charles.
Right.
You gotta do Ray Charles the way you with it.
So go get a massage. And then she also
Oh,
does.
good. I'm coming. What? We not live?
She also does. I'm seeing it.
All right.
She also does. She's a trainer, right?
Yeah, personal trainer.
Personal
She
trainer.
does personal trainer, man.
That girl swole.
So
She make me
she's
feel
a
bad.
soldier.
She got some muscle.
She's a soldier. What you think? She gotta be
that's
swole.
soldier.
Gotta be there. She's protecting us.
But then we also got Shrine of Black Madonna, the Buy Black Marketplace every first and third Saturday of the month. So this Saturday is the first Saturday of the month. So it's coming up this Saturday.
Support.
Yeah, so please go out. If you want to support Black-owned businesses, this is the place to go. And if you're
your shit.
a Black-owned business, you want to get out there and put your shit out there,
I have missed you, man.
Shit.
your shit.
As a matter of fact, 5309 MLK Boulevard.
You got
plans of the TGIF. It really is on ML. You will find this one. For sure. I don't know if you're gonna find all them other ones, but you'll find this one.
It's a big old church.
You know,
It's a big old church.
big old church. You'll see.
But yeah, and
by the church for free.
the only other thing I guess was our website, right?
Yes, sir.
www.thedailysmoke.com.
Yeah,
So
that's
please.
right. Unfortunately, November 10th is not happening. Have y'all told them?
No.
that?
Yeah, we touched on
told
it.
them. Yeah,
we did touch on it last week. So yeah, we're gonna reschedule that, and we'll let y'all know when it's gonna come up soon. So things happen. It's all right. We make progress and move on.
Absolutely, man. But the interview is still going on.
Yes.
Tiffany still will be conducting the interview with our sister Nikki Giovanni, but it's just been delayed. So
Check out the website.
stick
You'll
with
know
us.
when we're
What up,
when it's
fam?
coming
Good.
up.
Word Mortician. I need that story, player. I need that story. I need that story. I need in HD, my brother.
You want all the details.
Right.
Woo, that's all I'm gonna say to that.
And again, it's that time of season coming up. Donations, $TD Smoke. Help us out.
Yeah,
Bring
man,
you
it's
better
good time.
content and get everything so we can be out here.
Look,
better
Thanksgiving
for you.
coming up. Give us something to be thankful about.
We passed Halloween, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
passed
Halloween
Halloween.
was the other day,
Yeah, man. We
them
need
people,
turkeys and money.
Them white folks up there, the whole neighborhood, everybody giving Jello shots to the damn adults and shit. The whole neighbor. I got pictures, man. These people go all out for this shit, man. The neighbor. It wasn't rain. Bag full of candy, man. They got like a half a bag just for the one houses we went to. This
In
shit.
your daughter neighborhood?
No, she went to where her mom lives.
Your mom lives?
And man, this shit was like, and the houses are real close together. I mean, one dude had a car like splattered with blood and shit. And he was driving around, had a little thing in the back with dude. One dude looked like fucking Halloween dude. Michael Myers, he looked just like that motherfucker, man.
Damn.
The same the same build and everything. I'm like, man. And then he had a real knife, but he had it wrapped up with some like caution tape and shit. I'm like, man, that motherfucker was like, for real. Yeah, I was gonna fuck with him when he walked by me. He went the other way. I was gonna say, yo, man, I like that last movie you did. And I was gonna keep walking by. These people went all out. Their houses, the whole house decorated with shit. It was real nice, man. That shit was real nice.
Los,
Mm-hmm.
I know you're Puerto Rican,
Mm-hmm.
but you've made it. I just need you to know that. No more racism from you.
You know?
You have officially made it. Your family has made it, my brother. You're good.
I've had my man card for a long time. You know? Yeah. And speaking of that, that's why I told
You made it.
You know, that's funny because the one time I always tell Amy that shit. She thought I was bullshit with that. One day she's speeding. I said, "You're the police right there." She slowed down, dude turned around, came back, walked up to the thing. "You okay, ma'am?" While looking at me. Well, I was just trying to get him to work and stuff. Okay, well, just slow it down a little bit. I almost jumped out the car like, "No, motherfucker, give her a ticket, goddamn! If it was me, I'd be laying out in the fucking middle of the street, being searched." And he let her go. I'm like, and she looked at me. I said, "Didn't I tell you that's what they would do to you?"
I wish I'd have been
You
that
got
cop.
to see that shit, man.
I
It
wish
was
I'd have
funny
been
as
that
hell.
cop.
But I just didn't like the fact when he came to the thing, he's looking at me, asking her, "Are you okay, ma'am?" I'm looking at him like, "It's my wife."
Like you kidnapped her or some
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. I'm like, and then he's, "Well, just slow it down." So I walked away. I'm like, I told Amy, I said, "I'm about to jump out." Tell him, "No, bitch, give her a ticket, motherfucker, right now. Fuck that and shit." You know?
Her insurance, not mine.
Yeah. It's like, fuck that. You'd have me sprawled out on the street because every time I come down the street, that's all I ever see. Anybody of color on the floor being searched for speeding. And you're going to let her go like that. Fuck that.
You know, my whole
She's my
problem with
man
that
card.
whole story is it couldn't have been like just saying. Your wife could not have been married to like one of us black dudes. Because the moment she would have said, "Oh, I'm taking her to work," stop lying. Stop lying. Them niggas go to work.
Yeah,
Stop lying.
Plus, I
You
got,
just got a
like a
job.
dress shirt on because I'm going to my job and shit. So, yeah, that'd be funny and shit. That's like that one thing where the dude says, "Tell me you're black, but you're white without telling me you're white." And he walks in the house, "Daddy's home." You've seen that
Hey!
Yeah, it's like, oh, shit. But that's funny, yeah.
We
So,
need more daddies
but
in the
yeah.
hood. That's why I respect y'all so much on the real.
Glad to be
Like,
back.
cool. I respect y'all, man, for that. Y'all some good fathers, man. God bless y'all.
We do what we can.
For real. Like,
Right. It's-
for real.
What's up, Sister Tamia in the house?
What's up?
Oh, did you hear the song? Exactly. We'll remix it.
He did the remix for you,
Yeah, he
Tamia.
did the remix. He did the chop and screw version.
You know,
of
Dude.
dude.
it. DJ Gregory for the ones and twos.
Which one into WNIGGA?
WLOS on your radio dial.
Yes, yes.
Right.
Tamir, but on the cool, thank you so much for always
Yeah.
supporting us, love. I know we can be
no.
kind of funny at times, but we really do appreciate you among others for always supporting us. Thank you so much.
And we
thank
hope
you all
that it's
about
working,
viewers.
you know, that we're getting people to come to you, you know.
We're trying, man. She has hands. She has
Well,
beautiful hands, man. They'll lay you out.
Right.
They'll
So
lay
I
you out,
may need a
man.
nice, good stretch out and shit.
Absolutely,
You know, get my
man.
muscles all in tune and shit. Be right. But yeah, so anyways, yeah, I'm glad to be back with y'all, man. I
Glad to
watched a
have
couple of
you
those
back,
shows that
man.
y'all did, so that was cool.
Yeah.
And like I said, hey, the show must go on. You know, it's not about us, it's about them.
Real.
And they need this show every Saturday. Got to get their fix. Got to get my damn smoking.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So
Oh, and not to mention, we got a couple. If you're into the gaming shows, we got a couple of good shows coming up for y'all because we got the new God of War is coming out, and we're gonna do a 2-hour live special playing new God of War coming up on November 12th, right, B?
November 12th.
November 12th. So be sure and check that out. And then toward the end of the month, we got World of Warcraft is coming out with a new expansion, Dragonflight, and I'm gonna be playing that. So that'll be close to November 28th because that's when it comes out, but we haven't set the date for that yet. We're gonna let y'all know as soon as we get it set up.
I need the
John's
Game of
cool.
Thrones
that's what I
edition.
think. John's going to the House of Dragons and shit. He's gonna go to the
I
House
need
of
that
Dragons.
GOT edition,
Dude,
You
man.
know,
Why you
I ain't trying to
bullshitting?
play nothing else.
While you bullshitting, one of the expansions, you got a base that was yours.
Mhm.
And like you could invite other players in if you wanted to,
Okay.
but you could upgrade the buildings, and so like you could make it like it was a small village basically
Right.
that was completely under your command. And when you walk around the NPCs and be like, hey, Commander, you know, like the dudes would be scared. Be like, oh, shit, him.
man.
You know,
right?
Oh, I loved it, man. That shit was so fun. It was an expansion called Warlords of Draenor. It was fun.
That sound dope.
Speaking of gaming, that shit was making me want to go play No Man's Sky and shit.
Oh, you missed it?
I might need to go back to space.
Los need to get some space time in.
Some space time in.
Yeah, don't forget tomorrow on Thursday we have talk about it.
We'll talk about it Thursday.
Talk about it Thursday. The happiest hour
with
That's
Lady
what's
D.
up. Man.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a beautiful conversation. I can't wait till they see that.
Me and her
episode.
got on the couch again.
Here.
You know, that's my partner in crime when it comes
all day
to the conversations we have. I really enjoy getting the chance to sit and talk with her. Like, seriously, okay. Vanessa is like one of the most intelligent people I know. Dude.
I love listening to her speak.
Just listening to her talk, you can't have a conversation with that woman without learning something.
Right.
You know, and coming conceited or nothing, but coming from me, that's a lot.
Shit.
I'm just saying facts.
I'm not talking shit, but I'm the shit.
Right? Exactly. Look,
but he's right though.
But you might tell me I'm ugly, but you can't tell me I'm dumb. Shit.
Oh, I love it.
So hey,
man,
I'm not tripping.
You
Look. If you don't have confidence in yourself, then
got to.
Nobody's gonna have confidence.
Women love confidence, man. For real, they love confidence, man.
I am not I tell people all the time. I am not the most handsome dude on the block, but my game, because I will put myself out there on the limb and hold a conversation. That'll get you over the top every time. You can be all right looking and you got confidence.
That's true. You know what got me over that hump, man, on the real? Man, I found myself being attracted to, like, you know, some women that had a nice body and they would be ugly. But the way that they would, it's true. But the way that they would approach me, man, I was like, I like your style. You know what I mean? I like that. So I feel that. Confidence is everything,
that confidence will make you more attractive. When like I said, if you just all right looking, that confidence will put you over the top.
That's what doggy style's for anyway, so you got to see your ass.
Right. Right.
She ugly with this booty.
Yeah, man.
Beautiful.
That shot shit, that went out in the 80s, man. You know what I mean? No more
It don't get you
that.
nowhere. It don't get you nowhere.
No.
Nowadays, it come up to you.
Yes,
come
man.
up to you.
And I love it.
You know?
I love
Me
it.
too.
I love it. I've talked to people a little bit older than us, you know, maybe more close in line with your age, and they're talking, oh, women nowadays too aggressive and too, whatever. Man, you fucking tripping.
You want to take me out? Okay, let's
look.
What?
Hey,
You can?
I ain't got
Oh.
to say shit.
Look,
Okay.
nigga be in the car.
Where you going? So where you taking me?
Already.
Where we going, fool?
You like them boomerang and stuff. And you gonna pay, right?
Shit, take me out, guys. Like that story Danessa told when we did the episode the other day. She took the dude out and he got upset because she was paying. I was like, dude,
Death penalty.
right? Your man card revoked, dude.
Out of here.
I'd have been like, yo, man, I changed my mind on
Material,
my mind on dessert, bro. Bring me that
Real.
menu back. She's paying.
I'm trying to tell you.
We get everything.
I'm trying to tell you.
You know what I mean?
I am totally on board with a woman wanting to approach me or a woman wanting to spoil me. I'm good. You know.
I feel that, man.
And don't get me
feel
wrong.
that.
I'm going. If we in a relationship, it's going to be reciprocal.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, I'm open to it. You know,
feel
I'm
that.
looking for that, man.
You probably.
Hook up. You got a partner that's willing to share in the
Yeah,
Right.
Not
yeah.
you paying every time we go out.
Yeah.
He's gonna pay. No, I got this one. You know, I'm taking you on a date today, so that's cool. You know,
I don't get why people are threatened by why men are threatened by stuff like that.
So you can just come up to me,
don't
and
get that
smack me on the ass. I want some. Okay.
All
right.
let's go.
Got you. Right
Let's
here.
go.
Where we at?
You know, I ain't got to say shit else. Okay, cool. Let's go. You know, like shit. That's
I'm on that Goodfellas philosophy, man. Like, I think it was Goodfellas or Casino. I can't remember one, too. But this dude said in the movie, he said, man, look, let me tell you something. He was talking to a young kid. He Said, look, man, let me tell you, you take a woman out on a date, the door for her. If she don't reach over to open the door for you, you drop that bitch. You drop it right now. You be done with it. Don't mess with it no more. You drop that bitch right now. I was like, I feel that.
Right.
And that was a Bronx Tale.
Bronx Tale. Thank you, my brother.
Bronx Tale.
Especially nowadays, all she got to do is hit the little button and unlocks for you.
I feel
You
that.
ain't got to reach over.
And I thought my relationships through. And most of my relationships where I had like issues of self-centeredness or non-consideration for me or what have you, they either fail or pass that test, and it lines straight up, man. That is absolutely correct. I feel that, man. My mama do that, man. Like I pick her up and take her somewhere, whatever. She'll reach over and open the door, you know?
Right.
Like shit, you just dating.
And you don't really
don't think enough of
you
me?
really don't have to even think that, because nowadays, as soon as you hit that button, both doors open anyways.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
like back in the
technology.
day.
Yeah.
Not like back in the day where you opened her door and she didn't reach over.
Well, you still need to crack.
So that would be what you do is unlock it, let her in, lock it.
You just locked the door. And then you just standing there at the door waiting like, unlock.
Did he just lock me in his car?
You know? Oh my God. She be calling 911, boy.
Right,
Don't
right.
you do that. But they right in front of you.
No,
Don't do that.
do that. Go to the trunk and shit.
Don't do that.
He locked me in here. Go to the trunk.
Hey, man, I know we got a major, well, not a major, but we have a topic to talk about. But I'm more interested in our brothers. How was your trip, man? How was everything?
It was
man?
good. We had a good time. We had a really good time. Everything was nice. I enjoyed the weather. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, sweatshirts and sweatpants. I mean, it rained on Halloween. It rained, but it was even Amy. We were walking around. I was loving that shit. Red leaves and shit, all kind of different colors. I'm like, man, look at this shit. Ours is either brown, green, or dead. Here I got yellow.
Burnt, yeah.
Here I got yellows. The leaves on the ground were all like a reddish color, like a rose type color. Not that red, but it was, you could tell, almost maroon like. I don't know what the trees was from, but they were all over the place. And then Amy's remembering, oh yeah, you just take all these, rake them all up, make a big old pile, and start jumping in that bitch. That's what you do, you know. Plus, their leaves are not like ours. They're the big maple leaves. These are the little ass leaves that be all over the fucking place. But it was good. It was nice. The weather was good the whole time. Other than that, when it rained on Halloween, you know, I got some White Castle, so you know we could use that all the time. Every time we go there. The girls love that shit, you know, that and some other shit we did. But we had a really good time. Everything. The wedding was beautiful, real nice. They had a cigar bar and everything, complimentary cigars and shit.
That's cool.
It was full. That all her friends and his friends turned out. Her bridesmaid, her best friend, got COVID. So she said the doctors. I said, well, no, you should be okay. But we were like, oh, hell to the no. If your shit don't stay negative, you're not coming here, because I still got to get on a plane with a bunch of other mother here. And then I get a whole bunch of people on the plane that too. Fuck that, you know, and I don't want it again anyways. And shit,
Yeah,
you know, that
roll.
COVID fog is starting to go away, so you know, I don't need that shit no more. But it was fun. It was nice to see him. My daughter needed to slow the fuck down when she drives, though. She like, I mean, I know you used to drive with me when you were a kid, but yo, you be right up on motherfuckers and shit. You know?
Really?
And I know you know how to drive, but them motherfuckers don't know how to drive. And then speaking of that, as soon as I get back here, I knew I was back in Houston, boy. Like, these motherfuckers cannot drive here. You know, I've been somewhere where everybody's driving 75, 80, because I'm speed limit is 70, so they're going faster. And it's moving along. To them, it's like, yeah, all this traffic. I'm like, this ain't shit. This traffic that moves at 75, that's not traffic to me.
Right.
Come to Houston, where you're sitting there for it takes you normally, well, it takes me 20 minutes to get there. But at work time, it takes an hour to get to work. What kind of shit is that? That's 40 minutes extra because of traffic. So I'm telling them, yeah, but she needs to slow the fuck down and shit. You know, she's driving a little too fast. You got my granddaughter. That was the other excitement, my granddaughters.
That's what I was going to ask about.
My granddaughter with my kid, she's probably like, she even said, well, they're leaving. Who's going to play with me now? I'm like, well, I said, luckily you got a sister. Pretty soon she'll be running around and you'll be telling her that's my shit. Plus my granddaughter, when you go downstairs to her little playroom, she got 10 Christmases already worth of shit. Like, yo, you don't get shit out till you're 25. you done got from 1 to 25 all right here. Shit,
they got
so much shit.
6 through 8.
Man, she got so much shit that the girls, they loved it. They made a mess, but they had a good time. She got tons of shit to play. And then my little granddaughter, she was cute. I had a good time with her. You know, she's looking at me and take my glasses off, and then she focuses like, oh, you look like my mom. Okay, cool. I'm good with that person. You know, it's like, okay. At first, it's like, I don't know this dude.
You look
Take my
kinda
glass like, wait,
familiar.
you look like somebody I know. Like, okay, mama, okay, cool. But she was real nice and up, and so.
So interesting to me how blood recognizes blood like
Mhm.
that. When I would pick up my grandbabies was newborn, and of course I'm not their parent, I'm not their mom or their dad, but when I pick them up, it's like they know me,
They know who you are,
and
yeah.
they'll look at you kind of like, okay,
Like,
and you can see it in their eyes, and after a few minutes you see that recognition done, like, ah, you cool,
They're like,
you good people,
I'm safe.
Like, yeah, okay.
Feel like home.
I know this place. Yeah, right. I'm like, okay, good.
It's
But
funny, especially since me and my daughter look alike, so
right.
John, how many grandkids do you have?
Two.
I got two girls.
How old are your grandkids?
Actually, my grandson is going to be turning 6 on the 15th of this month, and then my grandbaby turns 3 in January.
That's real.
That's 4 and 8 months, I think she is.
The reason I was asking, man, is because I think we ought to do a show, and you all tell us what you all think about this. But I getting older has really been on me lately.
Yeah.
Me too.
But not from the perspective that the average person may be thinking. John and I mentioned this a little bit in one of the previous shows, but we're going through the aging process. Well, everyone's going through the aging process, but at this age, you know what I mean? Like, we're able to, they are beautiful. They are absolutely beautiful.
Look like a little China dog. Look like, so I was telling about them people. Look at these kids, man.
We're going through the aging process, like, in real time.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to be selfish.
Okay.
I'm not interested in what your specific hang-ups are. Like, oh, I want to get old. I want to stay young. I want stuff that don't sag. And I'm not interested in all that. The natural process of aging.
Yes.
That's a beautiful thing.
That's an interesting conversation.
It can be a frightful thing.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to talk about, well, I'm used to looking this way and being that way. Okay, cool. We'll have a trip down memory lane. Okay, fine. But if you want to talk about like something that I think that the kids coming behind us may be able to grab a hold to so that it helps them manage the process better.
Right.
I would like to know how we dealing with it, man. What our experiences are.
That would be an interesting conversation to have. We should do that.
Especially as grandfathers. I am more interested in y'all story.
The whole
man.
grandfather shit, that still kind of trips my mind out, man.
Really?
I have to remind myself sometimes, I'm like, damn it, I'm somebody's grandfather.
You don't feel it, do you?
No,
that's
in so many ways, like, and I'll touch on this real quick, but in so many ways, like, your body does remind you.
That's true.
Like, your body will do some shit and you'll be like, hey, you ain't 30 no more. You ain't 20 no more. Your body will remind you. But if it was just my mind, I'm the same.
Yeah.
I'm the same basic person that I was at 20. 21.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh.
My sister called it. Oh, it's on now, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
Don't hang up on me.
Yeah, don't hang up, Joe.
Okay. Are you there, Tiffany?
Hello?
Hello? Can you hear us?
You got it on speaker?
Yeah.
You got on speakerphone?
No. It's on the.
Oh.
Duh. Hello, Tiffany.
Hello.
There she goes.
There she
What's
is.
up?
Please have this conversation right now, like now.
What she say?
She said, "Please have this conversation right now."
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is
About the aging process? That's what she means?
Is that the conversation you want us to have now?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? You got us Nicky Giovanni on here. You got it. Whatever you want. What we doing? What we talking about? Talk to us here.
Because then the people who are going through anything in life to actually document, to talk about it. Like, what's this experience like? How does it feel? What you going through? That way, we can be better because of it.
True, like you said, giving a maybe a roadmap to those that are coming behind us to maybe understand the process a little bit better.
Fuck them. Nobody told me the process.
Not even the roadmap, Sam. Just the utterance. The instant we speak life into something, we don't have to witness the breath. It's just a matter of knowing it comes. Like,
Right.
the same positivity you lead with. You lead with your own decision. They're not driven by something you were taught. Like, I love your mind. I absolutely fuck with you. Like, Lowe's, watching you celebrate your baby get married this past weekend, like, it was so amazing. Like, I love you guys. I love what y'all are doing. I do. Like, please make sure y'all stay tuned and drop some money in that cash app. Get that
You know what
big
I'm saying?
check. It's time.
For real.
It's time to invest in something worth listening to. Like, this is the conversation. Just when y'all speak, you utter truth, and I'm here for it.
Thank you, sister.
Thank
We
you so
appreciate you so
Appreciate
much.
that so
Thank you
much.
for your support. Thank you so much, and thank you for being a part with us along this
Right,
journey.
right.
Thank you so much. We're honored.
All right. Bye, y'all.
All right, I'll see you.
Take
Thank
care
you
of
for
yourself,
calling.
darling.
It's like what you were just saying, that my daughter got upstairs and downstairs to the basement. After a while, it's like, oh no, I can't be going up and down. I told Amy, I said, I don't know about getting the house with stairs now.
Right.
So I was like, man, this shit hurt. I find myself walking down the stairs and I stop like, nigga, you know how to walk down some damn
Yeah.
stairs. Stop trying to act like you're gonna fall and shit. Now I start walking the normal way. I'm
Yeah.
taking one step at a time, like, and I catch myself like, I don't do no shit like that. I know how to walk down up and down
Yeah.
the stairs normally and start doing it and shit. Then as I'm doing it, I'm like, I better not trip.
Yeah, yeah, that's real.
Because I'm thinking, you know, this is how I know how to walk down, but getting older is like, I'm being more
Oh.
careful in case I don't slip and shit. 'Cause like, if I
Man.
do tumble, shit's gonna break. Like before, it might have not broke that easy. It's gonna break now for sure.
There you go.
Man, no,
You
no
know.
shit. I don't walk down the stairs now without holding on to the rail.
Mhm.
Really?
No, I have fallen down the stairs like in my early 40s. Like I want to say I was maybe 40, 41. I fell down the flight of stairs I lived in a townhouse at the time, and I was taking some laundry downstairs to wash, and I had the basket where I couldn't see my feet, and I'm walking down the stairs, and I thought I was on the last step, and then, but it was a, but it was on the like the landing part at the middle of the stairs, and so I thought I was on that last step, and then next thing you know, I went, whoa, boom, and the second part of the stairs, I basically fell down there. I was in so much pain, dude.
That would be
I literally thought I broke something.
Remember that apartment you used to live at? Remember falling down those steps like that? That shit would hurt. That's the concrete steps. That take you. Oh, man.
I can speak from personal experience, and everyone that's watching the show, we apologize. It sounds like we're gonna talk about getting older. We'll talk about, you know, what
That
we'll
is a
talk about later.
betrayal in a way.
It is a betrayal.
Feel the same
Yeah,
it
shit.
is
Your
a
body
betrayal.
betrays
Your
you.
body does betray you in some ways.
We're kinder towards ourselves.
Yes.
So, you know, if we're going to talk about betrayal or what have you, we would definitely discuss that next week. Definitely.
And that's our nemesis, age.
Yeah,
Age.
you know. But I got to be honest, man. Like, when I had caught COVID, and I started I wasn't tripping on the sniffles and the pain and that kind of stuff. Let me tell y'all what got me, man. This almost broke me close to when my appendix ruptured. You know, and I was walking around for 3 days and didn't know I had a ruptured appendix. But this COVID, this second bout, it almost broke. And it almost broke me for different reasons. This was the first time I could not rely on my mind and my mental sharpness to serve me. Because this was the first time that I had ever experienced anything like what they call it, COVID brain, right?
COVID fall.
COVID fall. Thank you. But see, I still got some. So, you know, I always been able to rely on, hey, look, man, my legs may not work, my arms may not work, but I know at the end of the day, I can think well. I can think precisely, cohesively. And when I was not able to do that, and things was getting by me, small details, people having to bring things back to my remembrance, I'm forgetting to do things I normally would do. When I'm sitting there trying to do something, and my attention span was a lot shorter, and I thought I understood it,
Right.
but because of my attention span, I wasn't getting it. I sat back and went, oh my God, I see what the older population is experiencing.
You got a feeling, a taste of that. Yeah.
That got me, man.
Yeah,
That brought me to,
shit that
you know what,
really
with
got-
dementia,
When they start,
that
really
brought
gotta
me
fuck with you.
face, you know, face to face with my own mortality. Not that I'm afraid of dying. That's not an issue for me. But the aging process.
And see, for me, that the whole idea of like losing my mental faculties, that's the scariest part.
Right.
That's just because when you've never been physically sound, I've always, with my deformity or whatever, I've never been an athlete, so my body has never been my main thing. Yeah, there was a time in my youth when I would exercise on a regular basis, and I was in pretty decent shape, but I wasn't ever just like dependent upon my body. My brain was always my main thing. Even the girls I got because of my intelligence, and I was able to talk to them and hold a conversation. So my mind has always been my biggest asset, in my opinion. And so the idea of getting old and you getting to a point where dementia, and I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. My mom's birthday is coming up this weekend, and she's going to be 83 years
Happy
old.
birthday, Mom.
She's going to be 83 years old, and she is sharp as a box of tacks.
That's cool.
My grandmother, who lived to be, I want to say she was in her early 90s when she passed, she was sharp when she passed. And that's on my mom's side. On my dad's side, both my grandparents were in good shape mentally, when they passed, and they were 101.
Amen.
All right. So I'm hoping that trend holds true in the family, that I don't wind up losing my mental faculties. Because if that starts to happen, I don't know what I would do, man.
See, for me, that scares me because my grandmother, my dad, and now his sister, they all had
It's
Alzheimer's and shit, and dementia and shit.
It's humbling,
And
man.
then, moving here and seeing, how it affect my dad, how, we just ate, Pops. How you sitting there telling me that we haven't fed you? We just got up from eating. You forgot that quick.
That's
But he'd
scary.
tell you some stories about Vietnam, though. He wouldn't forget that shit. Shit from way back, they sharp as a tack. But
Wow.
what they just did, that would fuck with you. And I can see myself like, man, I'll be the one that gets that shit in my family. I can't have that, or Amy will be going crazy.
My mentor always told me, he said, Ron, man, like this is the dude that I've learned a lot from in life. I would dare argue, probably from a male, any particular male in my life, he probably is single-handedly responsible. From a male, he's probably single-handedly responsible for me being who I am. Not what I am, but who I am.
Right.
And I remember, man, like this dude, I call him, Dad Avery. He took me in as a son. He and his wife didn't have kids. I'm an orphan, 1,000 miles away from Houston. I'm in Atlanta trying to find my way. They took me in. And one of the things that always impressed me about him was his mental sharpness. He's a brilliant dude.
Yeah.
He and his wife. And he told me, he says, Ron, man, getting older in America is hell. You're going to need some money. That's what he told me. And being able to see him, since I've known him since he was in his 50s, and now he's about to hit 80, and I'm going to go to his 80th birthday party in Atlanta.
Nice.
Like, it's heavy seeing your heroes age, man.
Yeah.
It's heavy seeing your heroes slow down, man. My mother, God bless her, and I love her dearly. Man, we had a scare this morning. Woke me up. We had a scare this morning. And when you see your heroes, not able to move as fast as they used to, respond as quickly as you're accustomed to, it is very humbling. And the one thing he told me after we had this conversation, Kevin Jackson, one love, my brother. Good to see you.
Thank you for joining us, brother.
Thank you, brother. Always love, brother. One of the things that one of my father, my dad Avery had told me, he said, man, when you see your mother, talking about mom, when you see your mother not remembering things like she normally would, do not respond to her like, well, Mom, I just told you this. Even if it's loving, right? Don't respond. Hey, Mom, I just told you this. Or, hey, Mom, remember this. Or, hey, Mom, we just had that. Said, man, don't do that. And he had no idea that that's how I did respond to her at times. My mama hard, I go hard. But, I'm being real. But he said, hey, man, but we didn't have this conversation. But he says, hey, man, when you do that, you're beating them up. Don't do that. You're beating them up.
Right.
They don't know that you already talked about.
Don't beat them up, bro.
Yeah.
They
And
genuinely,
that was humbling
yeah,
for me.
they genuinely don't remember.
They don't remember, man.
Yeah, for
They
me,
don't
when I
remember.
moved here back in 2007, and seeing my mom and dad, I hadn't seen them in a few years, and seeing them, I sat back and like, This ain't my mom and dad. My mom and dad are happy-go-lucky people. These two people are old. I got to see that they were old and fragile, and that yes, they'll be leaving me soon here.
Yeah, man.
So that was something, you know, I was like, man, that's crazy. I remember them so vibrant. And all the parties were at our crib, you know, dancing and having a good time. And then to see them just sitting there doing nothing, watching TV and barely can move, falling over for no reason and shit, that shit fucks with you.
But at the same time,
Yeah, it does.
But at the same time, like with and this is one of the things that I pull strength from, because I look at my mom. Like I said, she's 83, or finna be 83 here in a couple of days, and look at what she's seen.
Amen.
Look at what she's had the chance to witness, not only in her life but in the world. I mean, my mom literally grew up picking cotton.
That's real.
Like sharecropper type shit.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? Like she did that. She lived to an age where we walk around with computers in our pockets. And imagine what I'll have seen by the time I get to where she is.
Right.
We've already seen the world change in ways that we could have never imagined.
Absolutely.
Or even a generation ago could have never even, thought of being as possible.
Absolutely.
The thing that our lives today are science fiction compared to what they were 50 years ago.
Right. Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So
nowadays we have the mentality to think of a future. When they didn't think of none of this shit that's out here now. You never thought that you'd have
We was on the
phones in
moon
our
right
hands and shit, shit like that.
Man.
When the moon happened, that was like, oh shit, we went to the moon.
How old,
Damn,
how old was your father when he passed?
I think 79.
He was 79.
Yeah, 79.
Your mom is how old?
she's gonna be 83.
Brotherhood. How old was Pop, man?
82.
So y'all do realize, like, and my mom 70s. Y'all do realize, man, like when they were our ages, if not a little bit younger, the majority of their life, we hadn't landed on the moon. And from the time
we were just getting out of war. My dad was born in 39, so the World War II had just started for him.
we went from, I mean, like within one generation, we went from this combustible steam engine to landing on the moon. You saw a lot of shit in your life.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get academic. In your lifetime, in that span of about 100 years, you saw more human progress than the remainder of humanity, from the combustible engine to the damn pyramids.
Right.
True.
That's a blessing in and of itself.
Right.
And we've seen more.
We've seen so much more.
Because we
internet.
came up in the age of black and white TVs.
Yep, I remember that.
We came up in the age where TV went off.
Right.
Good night.
National anthem would be gone.
Right. But then by the time we were teenagers, gaming systems and VCRs and cable TV were all commonplace.
Y'all know we had the internet, right?
Yes.
What did we have?
We just didn't have it.
We
No,
did.
yeah, you did. You just don't know it yet. You did. What internet did we have, John?
Wait, what internet are you talking about?
I'm showing you how our minds were very crude. Not crude as in like it's a bad thing. Crude in terms of its rudimentary form.
Right.
People like Tiffany and anyone her age or younger have no frame of reference of what I'm about to say. And you brothers gonna be like, that's right. We had the internet. Pen pals.
Right. That was you communicating with people all over. So that's internet.
I had two pen pals back in the day.
Exactly. That was our way to use what we had at that time to make that happen.
Okay, so my one of my kids is in a long distance relationship. Okay, their significant other lives in Wisconsin.
Okay.
I was trying to explain to them. It's like, well, I used to do long distance relationships too, but back then it could just be on the other side of Houston.
True.
Right.
Because you didn't have a car, you didn't have an easy way to be able to
Right.
get somewhere across town all the time. So you would literally write letters to your girlfriend, send pictures in the mail.
Right.
So you had to wait days to be able to
Get it
see
replied.
what that person even
Yeah.
looked like.
Yep.
Now I can see you dancing for me right now. You know?
Right. Now you can just literally video chat with your significant other no matter where they are,
In real
24 damn hours a day.
Exactly.
Be like, hey, what's
What
up,
you doing,
boo?
girl? Where you at?
Yeah. Who you with? Who is that? I see somebody in the background. I see you, boy. Get about that.
I
Right,
remember, I remember my grandfather told me the first time he ever saw a car, he thought it was this big monster with great big eyes, making T4s.
Yeah.
He saw something come out, he heard it. He was like, the fuck is that? He jumped up, he ended up in some thorny bushes and shit.
Yeah.
Car go by and shit, and ran home like, I just saw a monster go by. I don't know what the hell that was. And
You
then
had
realized
to bring a reference.
he'd never seen it. He'd never even heard
Yeah.
that thing was an automobile. It's still horses and
That's
shit.
crazy.
And then he said he was walking down, he heard a noise, looked up and saw, you know, how the lights used to be on them old cars.
Yes, I
He
do.
thought those were two big old eyes and that noise. The
Wow.
fuck is
It was
that?
like a
He
roar or
he
some
just
shit.
jumped off to the side and was all in these bushes. And he said, "Bruh, as soon as it went by, I saw with the wheels and shit. Said, I have no clue what that is. And he took off. He didn't see no one driving it. He just saw a thing coming. So he took off, ran home, and was telling them. And they're looking at him like, "What you talking about, man? What a monster that was moving with eyes? What is that?" They didn't even know what the thing was about.
That has been one of the arguments. I'm not saying I subscribe to it, but I feel it. I understand where they're coming from. That was one of the points, my brother, that a lot of people say the book of Ezekiel in the Bible is talking about an alien ship. Because their whole argument, the people that are for this, the proponents of this argument, is what if you was Los Granddaddy? What if you check yes or no?
Right.
Absolutely. Whew, that no came back in stone, boy. That's still fine. But she was second grade, but still hurts.
You know?
So, you know, what if, like, let's just say, let's use your example, for instance. Your grandfather, Puerto Rico? Okay. So let's go to Puerto Rico. What years are we talking?
Oh, this got to be like my grandfather was born when the first cars started coming out.
You tell me.
I don't know. He was born in what,
It was like the
1889.
1910s or
So it had to be
something.
in the 1900s.
1900?
Early
Somewhere around there,
1900s.
yeah.
No problem. No problem.
He's just used to horses and they knew trains, but just horses and buggies and shit and walking.
No
You know,
problem.
People walked a lot.
Let's say in 1910, a Bugatti pulls up next to his granddaddy.
Oh, yeah. I see. Yeah.
You understand where I'm going with this?
That's some
This is
alien
the whole.
shit.
I'm
That's-
simplifying a whole book
That's
for
some
you.
alien
Right.
shit, boy.
That's alien.
Right?
And their whole argument is, if you look at the language that was used in that book at that describing the events at that particular time, you're not looking at the literal sense of they described it as a lion. They described it as this thing that had a head that saw all different directions at the same time.
This thing was a chariot of fire
A chariot
going
of
across the
fire.
sky. Yeah.
You're talking about aliens.
Technology that you don't,
You have
you're not
no
able to.
frame of
Yeah, right.
And you can't even think that you would make something
That's
like
their
that.
whole argument.
Mhm.
But
It's a hell of an argument.
I agree with Los though, because if that was some aliens, some shitty fucking aliens, because they ain't came back
Motherfuckers
since.
left us and shit.
They haven't been gone 2,000 years. Y'all expect
Like,
a lot.
wait a minute, how you gonna come?
Think you
Yeah, it's
So-
expensive, nigga.
Man, please,
You gotta get here.
you traveled interstellarly. Come on,
we don't have an Elon Musk. Fuck y'all.
we need
Help us build
we,
some more shit.
we need some help, because hell, we fucking up the planet. Come back.
Right?
Well, yeah, man.
That's why they're not coming back.
Exactly. Y'all can have that.
Like, y'all
But-
fucked it up.
Hey, man, it's amazing to be able to, and that's my solace. I'm gonna be very honest with you. I don't have kids. Okay, let's have a habit. But just being able to see us as a species move forward in time, it's really humbling to be able to see things like, man, I used to have Pac-Man and E.T. and Missile Command on Atari 2600.
You know?
And now, by the time I die, y'all probably gonna have, because y'all working towards it, where I put these glasses on and the entire
In the
screen, I'm in the game,
Right.
I'm immersed
Full-
in the entire experience.
Full body immersion and
Hey,
all of that
man,
stuff.
I'm okay
yeah.
with that.
So imagine playing
I'm
the
okay with
sports.
that.
You actually dribbling the ball,
You know?
going down the court, doing it in your.
I'm
you know,
okay with
and
that.
It's like you're in it. That would be cool.
Reggie had cursed out loud when he was playing his Xbox, and the video game, he was playing the game. He cursed out loud because the referee made a bad call. The game threw him out.
Give him a tech.
The game called a
It
technical
knew.
foul on it because he cursed and threw him out the game.
Yeah,
Isn't that look at
that's
modern
crazy.
technology, man.
The game heard him in real life.
Heard him
Yeah,
in real
penalized him.
life
Yeah,
and
that's
penalized him on the
Because
game and threw him out.
He had the mic on, so it hurt him.
That's
So
crazy.
that's crazy. So if
Absolutely.
you're actually playing, that's your person. Because what didn't the dude even look like Ray?
It looked like him. He stood up in front of the
scanned
TV
himself
and the game scanned his whole body,
and it was
man,
him out
and
there
put him in the
playing.
game.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
man. This is Xbox One, by the way.
Right.
We ain't talking about PlayStation 4, 5,
Right.
Xbox, whatever they on now. This is like the first one. Scanned his body. It's like, oh my
That's
God, Bill Gates.
See what the hell kind of game you got? How much that cost?
$1 billion minimum.
But look, now they got a full body scanner.
That's the Powerball for today. $1.2 billion.
played.
I played it in Michigan,
played.
and then I'm hoping Amy played it again today because that's a lot of money.
The screen is not
What's up, sis? It's hard now.
pages. You have to start over so many.
What you say?
Not sure. It's hard now. You're still going there, Justin.
I don't know, man. My mama nasty with that iPhone 16, man. I don't know. She a beast with it. Oh, vote. Yeah, we vote. They
It's
put
like-
a
it's like-
that's what I mean. She's talking about 100 and something pages on the new voting ballot. We got to do like 100 something pages, man.
What?
All the different stuff they're trying, all the
different things you got to vote
100
on.
something pages.
Yeah,
I know
my
it-
plan was to go tomorrow.
in Michigan, they're pushing Proposition 3 to go back to being a state that has what Roe versus Wade did. They want that there. That they were pushing. That's all the commercials you saw.
Put the-
Vote Proposition 3 so that
For
they-
against it.
for like in other words, whatever we were protected under Roe Wade, Michigan wants them laws, them type of
As
laws.
a law.
As the law, yeah. So
Okay.
they wanted to come
That's
back. But
good.
they were pushing that. I saw watch something, boom, commercial. Proposition 3, vote 3. That's what they kept saying. Vote
That's what I
on 3,
admire about
vote on
Jonathan
3.
and Tiffany so much, man. Like they put, some people they kind of treat their politics like their religion. They play it close to the chest. Like, okay, I'm a Democrat, but they ain't any business,
Right.
Jonathan and Tiffany, they put it out there. Hey, this is what I believe. Go vote. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right. Go vote
Now,
for
whether you
this.
vote against it or not, so be it. But go vote.
But go
I
vote.
admire it about that.
Because
Yeah.
hey, I like I say all the time, opinions is like assholes. Everybody got one, but if I'm gonna encourage you to vote, then I at least need to give you some idea of what I stand for.
Sure.
Right.
You know, you might not want to have a conversation, and if that's fine, you don't. No
Right.
problem.
And you may tell me something that I had no clue that I was going to go vote for that shit.
Right.
You know, like,
right.
really? I get to vote for that? Okay, I didn't know that.
It's like,
let me
oh
go-
wait,
let me go
I'm
do
not
this.
voting for that shit.
Yeah.
Because they'll trip you up with some of those bills and proposals that they put on the ballot, and it'll be worded in such a way that you think it's doing one thing, but it's really doing something else.
Right.
I've run into that so many times once I started really paying attention to politics, and I'm like, they really think they slick.
Right.
They really do, though.
I even figured like there is a way that you can tell a Republican commercial from a Democrat commercial without ever having to whether or not they say it in the commercial.
How'd you know?
A Republican 9 times out of 10 makes fluff commercials. They talk about nothing, just vote for me. I'm a good guy and I'm a family man and I'm going to protect you and do what, I'm going to make the world great for you. They tend to make those kind of promises. Whereas when you see a Democratic commercial, they almost always talk about issues.
Vote on this issue.
And that's just my anecdotal
I'm a good
evidence from my anecdotal evidence of the commercials that I have seen. But over the years, it's been fairly consistent.
Crazy. Let's say they're all quick to begin with. I don't give a fuck.
Right?
All of them. And if they're not, once they get there, they turn.
To me, politicians
All of them.
politicians are a means to an end.
All of them.
I'm just gonna vote for the ones that saying the shit that I like, and that's about all you can do
Right?
at this
My
point.
bank accounts, every time I see it, there's another zero at the end.
You can
You know, so,
Like that lotto.
oh yeah, no.
man, please, you be at this point. You're stupid not
They
to.
make
Hey
too
man,
much money.
everybody watching this show and everybody in this room with me, I want you to know you rich overnight. I hit, you gonna know tomorrow. You gonna know. Like man, your app on your phone to your Wachovia Bank or Bank of America, it's just gonna be red hot. Just like, hey, something to change, man. There's gonna be a lot of zeros and commas. I promise you that
Ooh,
one.
could you
I
imagine?
promise you that one.
Could you?
Y'all set.
The thing that I have a problem with that is, okay, it's $1 billion. Well, you're gonna get about 500 million.
Okay.
They gonna take that much?
Yeah.
That to me, yes, I'm tripping. Fuck that. That's half. You taking half for what? That's not benefiting me or
But
nothing.
but
I mean, all
but
of
again,
How much you got?
No, I understand what you're saying, but
How much you got now?
I ain't got that.
I told him.
You know, so, but yeah, that's ridiculous though that they can take
But
that
it's-
kind of money
it's
from
a
you
gift
and shit.
tax, man.
Hey, man.
And then every time I buy something, I gotta give you more tax.
Absolutely.
That's fucking
We need an
crazy.
Army, a National Guard, Air Force, Navy, Marines to protect my $500 million to make sure the Russians don't blow it up. Whatever y'all need, make
That
it
money's
happen.
not going to that.
Period.
Going,
Make it happen.
Go. Fix the
Make
roads,
it happen.
do
You put it in
some
Trump
shit,
back pocket. Just out.
You know.
I need faith.
I
got a lot of money, y'all. I got a lot of money, a lot of women, about to have a lot of kids.
Now he want kids.
$500 million. I'm King Solomon, nigga. What you talking about?
All right, Nick
Fuck
Cannon.
that. I'm not trying to spend
On
my
steroids.
I'm not trying to spend it on all these baby mamas. And all these
Yeah,
kids
for
that I
real.
got. Fuck that.
Nick Cannon.
I got enough already.
I'm Nick Gatling gun.
Baby.
No. $500 million? You lost your mind?
Baby.
Baby. Man, please.
Goddamn population in England's gonna go way up.
Oh, I forgot about England. I forgot about England. Woo!
Most common surname in England, Johnson.
Johnson. Go to Ireland. Mick Johnson.
Nick Johnson.
Saying daddy, eh?
Go to Sweden is Johnson.
Saying daddy, eh?
Right?
Oh,
Go up to
Lord.
Sweden is
Oh,
Johnson.
now you want to call on. Look at it. Oh, now I like it. Oh, now I like it. With money involved.
Right.
You know, Joel Lopez Osteen up in here now. Money involved. Call on it.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
Goddamn.
Man, it's 6:50, 7:53, man. I'm done, man. Y'all anything y'all want to talk about, man? I'm
Good.
I think we've done enough.
Right. Thank you all for watching. Like you do every day. Don't forget, hit that like button. There's more people watching. I need more like. Keep hitting that like button. And again, as always, thank you for watching us. I'm Brother Los.
I'm Brother Jam.
I'm Brother Run, and you have been missed, bro.
And Brother Black Hand on the camera as always. Thank y'all for watching. Have a wonderful
That's what
evening.
he do.
Check out tomorrow's episode of the Talk About It Thursday.
Talk About It Thursday.
Happy Hour
Yes.
with Vanessa and her Ear of Joy. So to make sure you tune in, and then don't forget to tune in to TGIF because boom, boom, boom. I'm back, y'all. I'm back, y'all. I'm backity, back, y'all.
We're
So,
all
hey.
84 up in here, ain't they? 84.
So yeah, so make sure y'all tune in for that. We out.
Peace.